Hey everybody, welcome to GregRBaird Speaks for this week, and I am inside today. It's rainy outside, it's cold here in Chicago. I got my hoodie on, and we're just going to talk about a couple of things today. A little bit about my seasonings, some morel mushroom hunting stuff. If you don't know what that is, you're going to find out. And I am going to be so caffeined up and buzzed in a minute because I am making my little Nespresso machine. I love using it. I just haven't used it in a while. I'm going to have a little Nespresso. We're going to chat and talk about whatever comes up in this week's GregRBaird Speaks. So join me. Glad that you're here. Let's get to it. This is so good. Welcome back, everybody. And we're just going to kind of chat today here on GregRBaird Speaks. I'm having a little Nespresso in my fancy mug from Palm Springs. I'm doing I think it's a vanilla cream or vanilla cream pie or something today, but this is delish. And of course, I put a little Vietnamese cinnamon on it and some shameless plug, GregRBaird's coffee creamer. It's so good in this. And Nespresso's not an endorsement for this week's GregRBaird Speaks. It's just I really like it and it's good. So by the time the end of the video, I'll probably be like riding high. So how are you today? I hope everybody's good. I don't have any fancy content today. I know there are some YouTubers that are out there that kind of struggle at times in trying to find content and things like that. So I've just had a busy week. I know we all have different jobs and different things like that, and that's what's been happening. I'm about to go into my busy season right now because June is Pride Month, and so I get a lot of lectures coming in end of April, May, and June, and then come July 1st, I'm ready to go on vacation, honey, let me tell you. So just working a lot and doing like that, and the weather here in Chicago has not been cooperating lately. A few weeks ago we had like mid 70s up to 80 degrees, and of course today it's raining outside. I went to the grocery store briefly, and it's probably about 50 degrees out and rainy. I usually go out and do my walking on Saturday and Sunday and get my exercise in. I don't know, I may have to just go down to my parking garage and walk back and forth, and then, you know, the cameras down there think I'm breaking into somebody's car or something because I'm exercising. So who knows? So I hope everybody's good today. I want to talk about a couple of things that have been happening this week. One is I've launched 2 new seasonings on GregRBaird.com, and I want to tell you all about it because it's really, really good. The first seasoning is Herbes de Provence. It's really the smell of this is incredible. You use this in a lot of soups and stews, chicken, pork, all sorts of great things. You can put it in salad. Eggs is a really great thing, but it's really got some wonderful things in here like oregano, rosemary. There's even bay leaf powder, lavender, but all sorts of great stuff in here, and it's fresh, it's good. I've had one of my own actually for a while, meaning I've mixed stuff on my own. Let me get this. And this is a bigger jug. This is not available for sale, but this is my own here. And I never had a label on it. I never was going to sell it. I actually got this container at the dollar store, or the $1.25 store now. But this is great. And you usually put this kind of seasoning at the beginning of your cooking process. So all you home chefs out there know what I'm talking about, but the bouquet from it is really wonderful. It smells great on a roast. Chickens is fantastic. If you're using any kind of quail, which I do have some fresh quail, believe it or not, or if you're doing Cornish game hens, awesome. So it's available right now. Went up for sale on Thursday, and it's $14. It's a limited edition. We're going to see how this sells, but I'm really excited about this. No salt whatsoever in it, so a lot of people that are salt-free are going to love this seasoning. The other one, my friend Nikki, who is part of my chosen family up in northern Michigan. She's up in Harbor Springs. She has a great business. She's a female business owner. She's wonderful. She owns Polish on Main in Harbor Springs, a great nail massage, all sorts of stuff there. She asked me if I would consider doing a blackened seasoning. I'm like, oh, it may be a little pricey. Let me see what I can do. So I had a majority of the ingredients already and I had to order a few more. But what I love, I'm just looking at something in here. What I love is the fact that I have customers of mine that will recommend something like, hey, have you ever thought about doing this or doing that? And I'm kind of running out of room right now for all the seasoning, but I decided to do this. I wanted to see how it tastes and smelled and experiment it and everything this week. So this is the blackened seasoning. And it has a touch of sea salt in it. This is great. It has smoked paprika, garlic, onion, all sorts of things in it. Let me see what else I put in here. Cayenne pepper. There is some red jalapeno flakes that I threw in here, which a lot of the blackened seasoning has just crushed red pepper. There's a little bit, but I threw in a little red jalapeno. I may have to tone it down slightly for the next batch, but I really love how this came out. And this is perfect for this summer for grilling, all sorts of things. You can do blackened chicken salad if you want to do that for sandwiches or for salad. Steak, fish, it's great on fish. I had it on fish this past week. On what did I put it on? I had it on trout. It was excellent. So these two are brand new. They're on GregRBaird seasoning, and then along with that, I am going to kind of pause a little bit on a couple other seasonings. I actually said they're going on vacation, and it's the Tex-Mex chili. A lot of people don't make chili during the summer, too hot, and so that's going to go on vacation until September 1st. And the Thai, the Thai curry seasoning that's on the website is going on vacation for the summer. It's still available till June 1st, and instead of paying $14 a container for it, it's now $10. So check that out. And get your orders in soon. My northern Michigan folks, I'm coming up north soon. Excuse me. I gotta love the change of weather here. Coming up north soon to get your orders in. So that's the update on the seasoning. I wish I could make a cup of coffee for you. This is so good. So anyway, what I do want to talk about is for the last probably 30 years, my folks had a cabin up in northern Michigan, up between Atlanta and Onaway, in a very small area called Canada Creek Ranch, and someone showed me how to hunt for morel mushrooms, not like magic mushrooms where I'm higher than a kite, kind of like having a lot of Nespresso, but you're not out in the woods. So they're mushrooms you find out in the woods, and they're a delicacy. And I've been hunting these for years, and mainly when I go up north to the Petoskey area. Don't want to disclose my locations, but I hunt these mushrooms, and they're fantastic. There's a morel mushroom festival in Boyne City, Michigan that's happening in a couple of weeks, and that's always fantastic. These mushrooms, like last year, I saw some of those mushrooms going for $50 or $60 a pound. Pretty amazing. I usually find there's usually black, grays, yellows, and whites. And I've seen some people have these mushrooms, they're like this big. I'm going to show you a picture right now what they look like. Okay, so what I want to show you is, this is actually the container, my bromats, Jake. Jake and Val, who I stay with, and the kids up in Petoskey. Jake is an avid morel hunter, so is his whole family. He's got some secret spots. I don't even know where they're at yet out in the hills when he's looking, but he has shared a few things with me, and he's always so gracious and kind. The last few years we haven't found a lot. he finds some. He's very good. I'm good at. So he gave me this little container last year, and these are all dried morels. So this, I just want to show you this. Let me see if I can get a really good one in there. See this? This is what they look like. This is a black. They're all like, I can rehydrate these, and they're quite marvelous. You see that? Okay. So I even have some that are in a jar from previous years. This is like gold. I could sell this for probably, I don't know, 60, 70, 80 bucks. So, and I'm sure if Jake's watching this, he goes, you haven't used those yet? So you rehydrate them. They're really good. You cook them with butter, garlic, salt kind of thing. You can put them with eggs, which I don't do because I think it kind of masks the taste for me personally. Steak, put on steak chicken if you're a tofu person, or vegan, vegetarian, put them on veggies, whatever, but saute them. They just have an earthy, wonderful smell. And if you get any ramps, which are like garlic or garlic and onion kind of flavor, they're really strong out in the woods. They almost look like a green onion. You can mix that with it and it's really good, but they're really strong. So that's the morel thing, and I'm so excited. I'm going to go hunting in a few weeks up to northern Michigan is why I'm showing this to you. And I love being out in the woods. I love hiking. I'm in Chicago. I miss being out in the woods a lot, and just be at one with nature. It's fun. It's with people that you love, and you have a good time. The morel hunters will tell you, or they won't tell you, where their spots are at. So I've had spots I've gone to for years. I may have only shared with a couple of people who have shared a spot or two that they have. So it's a very interesting crowd, and I find I go on Facebook and the web, and I get these Michigan morel is where I usually find them. I would love to find some in state land near Chicago, Illinois, or somewhere nearby. I mean, I travel 6.5 hours to do this, but I would love to find a spot around here, because I see some of these morels that people find down here, and oh my God, they're big. So I'm hoping for a good year in northern Michigan to find these things. They've had a lot of rain from what I've heard, so you just need some warmer temps. So hopefully in 2-3 weeks, and of course that edition of Gregor Speaks will be about morels and being out in the woods and that kind of thing. And that'll be a lot of fun, because you'll see exactly why I go to northern Michigan. So that's all I got today. Can you believe it? I have had some lectures this week. A lot of it's been online, so I can't really film myself, but I could send you some recordings on here and collaborations I've done. But I'm looking forward to more lectures and getting out. A lot of these companies and corporations that book me, everything's done online. So yes, they get a shot of all this stuff in the background. I actually moved a bag of chips off the top of the refrigerator. And one of these guys, you know, I like, okay, I'm going to cut that out. I'm not going to have any tortilla chips and salsa this week. So I don't buy anything. And then I'm at the store, and what do? I buy the chips and salsa. That's my go-to. They haven't been opened yet, so we'll see how long that's going to be. But other than that, it's close to 1 o'clock here in the afternoon. I'm going to edit this, get this out. I hope everybody is great wherever you're at. I got some trips coming up this summer to the west side of Michigan, and let's see where else I'm going. And then end of September, the Out Loud crew, so hi to them. They are Brian and John, by the way. Hi to Brian and John. Are playing in a kind of a social influencer weekend with Out Loud in Key West, and I've never been there before. And that's going to happen the end of September, and I know there's a wait list. And I'll put that link at the bottom here so you can see if you're interested. But we're at Alexander's Guest House. I've never been to Key West before. It's going to be a great time, and I can't wait. And everybody that comes there is going to get a little, let me see if I have this, a little sampling in each of their grab bag of Gregor's seasoning. So that'll be nice. And I'll do a variety of stuff in there. And yes, Brian and John, if you're watching, I will put some of the honey chipotle, which they call crack, in there. People love it. So anyway, that's it. I'm gonna see. I told you I'm getting a little wired on my coffee. It's amazing. Nespresso. No, I will talk with everybody soon. Please make sure you do the thumbs up and you subscribe. I like the subscribers. I'm trying to increase my audience. I'd like to have you spread the good word around. It's a fun channel. I'm going to do a lot of other things. If you haven't watched the other previous videos, please do. And of course, I will see everybody next week. Have a great Saturday. I hope it's wonderful wherever you're at. And of course, be the voice of change in your life, and let's make our world a whole lot better. I'll see you next week. Take care.